There are many diseases all over the world, and people are making vaccines for each disease. They are making vaccines because diseases affect health. Human health is important because it decides whether people can live longer or shorter. However, there are some diseases that don't have vaccines yet. The most popular diseases that doesn't have vaccines are diseases that are caused by mosquito. Also, diseases related to mosquito is increasing in different countries. Diseases are spreading because some mosquitoes are vectors for diseases. This means they transmit diseases from one human or animal to another human or animal. Typically, the diseases are caused by viruses or tiny parasites. For example, a mosquito that bites an infected or human or animal can pick up a virus along with a blood meal. The most popular disease related to mosquito is dengue, malaria.
Dengue is one of 4 common viruses in tropical and subtropical climates. It's caused by Aedes mosquito, spread by the first infected person and others. When people have dengue, they will show some infection like high fever, headaches, back and joint pain, rash on the skin, eye pain, and nausea. Also, if people have dengue fever, the platelets level will decrease. It makes people easy to bleed, but there is not any prevention to coagulate the blood. By then, the body will keep bleeding. If it's lost too much blood, it can lead to death. About 100 million people worldwide are affected with dengue each year, especially in Africa and tropical Western Hemisphere. Hemorrhagic fever causes are estimated 100,000 is more common to Southeast Asia. Like most viruses, there's no specific treatment. We can see the amount of dengue cases are increased from 2016 to 2017, from 16,000 to 34,000 in first 4 months. Because of that, many countries have made a solution to prevent and tackle this. As an example, in Vietnam a few months ago, 1,000 dengue case outbreak, more than 18,000 cases in 47 cities and provinces. 30 people died. Health Preventive Department has given out some suitable prevention for its family, like doing mosquito spraying around the house, avoiding being subjective, continue inspect and clean water containers to prevent larvae and mosquito bite. Moreover, government has made some presentation to announce and propagate that disease is expanding. Show people some symptoms can have when having dengue. Teach people what to do or they should do when having dengue. However, not only in Vietnam, dengue also spread in Singapore. In last year, there were more than 11,000 reported cases of dengue people, with 7 people died. It results increased to more than compared with 2015. Consequently, Singapore government have made some prevention to slow and decrease these problems, like change water in vase bowl or alternative day, remove water from flower plate on alternative day, clear blockage and put insecticide in a roof gutter monthly, cover bamboo pole holder when it's not used, turnover or water storage in container, mosquito spraying around street and road at night, put advertisement around the road to announce people that they must be careful about mosquito and put mosquito relief before going out.
Next disease that we're going to talk about is malaria. Malaria is a disease that has a long history. Many people say that malaria has been existed before the recorded history. However, even they have a long history, humans cannot find out the vaccine of the malaria. Because malaria doesn't have a vaccine, people should be aware of common symptoms of malaria, such as high fever, headache, vomiting, and diarrhea. In 2015, there were approximately 212 million cases of malaria and 429,000 deaths from malaria worldwide. And most of the deaths caused by malaria happen in Africa. Moreover, nowadays, in Southeast Asia, one disease known as supermalaria is spreading. This disease is similar disease with malaria, but the area is different. Mostly malaria happens at Africa, but supermalaria spreads in Southeast Asia, which is near Mekong River. By this, we can see a common thing, that both of the diseases are found in tropical and subtropical climates. And people who travel those areas are mostly infected by malaria. Also, malaria can be transmitted by blood, so organ transplant or transfusion and use of shared needles or syringe can also cause malaria to other people. This malaria can develop to anemia and cerebral malaria, which blocks the capillaries to carry blood to the brain. And these diseases causes people to the death. Many countries all over the world now recognize the seriousness of the malaria, and they have a lot of different responses. Firstly, USA did not have a lot of cases of malaria infection compared to other countries. However, they are the largest government that made effort to the global malaria activities. They have committed over $10 billion in funding for malaria programs worldwide. Also, the amount of money that they're funding is increasing every year. Compared to USA government, Korea government did not respond to malaria well. From 1994, Korea didn't have a lot of cases of malaria. However, from 2007, the malaria of cases started to increase, and now there are many malaria cases all over in Korea. People in Korea are now starting to worry about malaria. However, the government did not have any response of the malaria cases. Finally, WHO, which is also called a worldwide organization, made a global malaria program. Global malaria program is targeted for malaria control and elimination. Their global target for 2030 was reducing malaria case by at least 90% and eliminating malaria in at least 35 countries.
The last disease we're going to talk about is about Zika virus. Zika virus is a disease that's spread by acid mosquito. It was discovered in Uganda at the year of 1947. Even though there still exist but no vaccine that can cure Zika virus. We asked some of the students in HIS about what did they know about Zika, and only half of the whole student knows about Zika virus, and they thought it's not one of the common diseases in the world. Zika virus has been identified all around the world, for example in Asia, Americas, and the Pacific. The cause of Zika virus such as dengue, and including fever, skin rash, conjunctive muscle and joint pain, malaise and headache. These symptoms are usually mild and last for 2 or 7 days. Therefore, in the USA, the common response about Zika virus is on high alert. To stop the disease from entering US territory, and the former President of the United States of America, Barack Obama, has funded $1.9 billion to the Congress Party in emergency funding to support the full range of activities needed to prevent, detect, and respond to the Zika virus and its serious associated with health effects. And the former president has called all Congress to come and help prevent the spreading of Zika virus. How Fiji people think about dengue fever, Zika virus, and such other diseases? In my opinion, people in Fiji have been aware of this disease, such as dengue fever, malaria fever, because some family members have died from disease and there was no vaccine to cure them. So in Fiji, people have been creating awareness organization to help prevent Zika virus, dengue fever, and super malaria. However, the only common disease right now in Fiji is Zika virus. It is risks for the people of Fiji to care for those who have been affected, especially to our pregnant women who are about to give birth. Should be mindful of this disease, which can infect them and the baby also. So the government are taking necessary actions to stop the spreading of Zika virus into Fiji territories.
Diseases infected by mosquito is a global issue. Many different countries are responding to those diseases because they have realized the seriousness of those diseases.